Why, hello! What am I doing? Cattail. Mister, you may as well introduce yourself now since you're gonna pretend that you're part of this. Your face. That's my cat. He's gonna be obnoxious this whole time. Um, hi. I am chronically ill, I guess you could guess by the title of my channel, and based on whatever this video is going to be about, I think I'm just going to blabber a lot. That is my best guess. I have been sick since I hit puberty. Interesting. Puberty, it's rough for everybody, but I'm sorry, my joints are dead. So, hi there. I don't know why I'm making these videos. Maybe people will get something out of it. Probably not, because I'm a very bad blabberer. I blab a lot. I think I like to talk. I think I like to hear my own voice. I really don't, because I sound like garbage right now. At least I think I do. Mostly because mostly because I'm dying. Not really. I'm fine. I'm chronically ill, but I don't have anything life-threatening, probably. At least I am not hooked up with anything scary like fancy needles or feeding tubes or anything yet. Hopefully not, ever. But, I mean, based on how well I'm eating right now, who knows? But, let's start from the beginning, why not? Let me move that out of the way so I can actually see time. I got really, really sick when I first hit puberty and started high school. So I was in the 9th grade. I was 13, about to turn 14. I got sick very early in the year, the school year, and so I missed almost that whole school year, and then almost all of 11th grade. So I missed almost 2 years of school because I was sick. But I made it through. Haha. Yippee-ki-yay. I don't know. But, so I got really, really sick. I couldn't eat. I was in a lot of pain. I could not get up and make it to the bathroom, which is like, that's my bedroom door right there. Oh, you can see my bruises. Maybe I'll mention that in a minute. Like my bedroom door is right here. This is it. Bedroom door. And literally like maybe 5 feet away, like maybe like literally not that far, is the bathroom. I could not make that distance because I was in so much pain. I was hurting so much. Sometimes I still have those days where I cannot make it that far, but you know, whatever. Don't meow. He's a meower. He's gonna meow probably, but he likes to talk just as much as I do. Just kidding. Probably. But so yeah, I got really, really sick, and I couldn't eat anything. Drinking was hard. Getting to the bathroom was impossible, and I missed pretty much my whole year. And I went to doctors and doctors and more doctors. Doctors galore. And I had a lot of testing done. Some testing that's not so nice. Like, I had a spinal tap. If you don't know what that is, basically a giant needle goes into your spinal cord and gets all the juices out of it. That's a really terrible description, probably not accurate at all, but I honestly don't remember this. I don't remember a lot of this period because I was, please move your tail, dying. Not dying, but I felt like I was, and I was half convinced I was going to. That sound, whoa, hello voice. And we're back. I'm sorry, I'm like adjusting a lot because I don't feel well today. I have a part-time job and I had to call out of it because I really don't feel well today. I've been in bed and literally my bed is like right behind you, and so once I'm done with this I'm gonna like crawl back over there and go back to sleep because I'm so tired. As I said, I'm very tired. I get very fatigued, but whatchamacallit? I was super sick, and after I got over my cold or flu or whatever it was, because we weren't sure what it was, I was in a lot of pain. And I've been in pain ever since. And I'm 19 right now. Can it be 20? That's crazy. Woo! Almost 6 years of pain. Am I already 6? I'm bad at math. I did not graduate high school for math. My math grades were always the lowest. But someone's gonna yell at me, like, how can you not do that basic math? Okay, I was like 13, but I was like practically 14, so like, come on, months, it gets confusing. But that's besides, so sidetracked. I get very sidetracked very easily. I get very distracted by everything. Literally as I'm saying that, I'm distracted by my cat. But I went to lots of different doctors. I'll get back to all these weird things on my arms because I'm all broken and decrepit. The doctor that told us what was wrong with me, if you note my quotation marks, you'll know that that's probably not what's wrong with me now. We went to a rheumatologist, a pediatric rheumatologist, since I was still a child, and he talked with me for a few minutes, kind of looked me over a little bit, left the room, came back, and said, "She's depressed." Keep in mind, I was an angsty young teenager. Depression and angst, I think, can be mixed up sometimes, but I was just angsty. I was not at all depressed. And my therapist, who I still go to, I did not go to her all the way back then, but shortly, like a year later, I did. She said, I'm not depressed. And I may have had a depressed, like, time, but it definitely wasn't then, at that moment, when this man was yelling at the top of his lungs how depressed I was. And but right after he came in, pronounced, "She's depressed," he told us what fibromyalgia was. And fibromyalgia is not fun, but they wouldn't diagnose me with it. It's a chronic pain condition. Crazy. They would not diagnose me with it because I was 14. Most people diagnosed with fibromyalgia are in their 40s. So a little bit of an age gap. And I'm sorry, I desperately need a tissue. Because I have a very runny nose because I don't feel very well today. And yeah. And I don't know how to edit because I'm very bad at technology, so you're going to see everything. This is very flamboyant. No, I don't know what I'm saying. But, I feel better. No I don't, but nose-wise. So, for several years, I thought I had fibromyalgia. But we went back to this doctor a few years ago, and he looked at me. He discovered that I was hypermobile. So, hypermobility is basically your joints are very lax. You can do things a lot of other people cannot, like my elbows hyperextend. I don't know. I'll let you can see. Hang on. Actually move. That might help. So that actually looks a lot worse than what I think it does on the camera than it does when I'm like trying to see like how far does that hyperextend. But like I think that's normal. I don't know though because I don't know what normal is. But I hyperextend. I'm very plushy. I don't know how I'm so plushy. I'm not even that fat, but I have lost a lot of weight recently because I cannot eat food right now. Food and me do not get along. We're not friends. Very sad. I love food. But so he diagnosed me with hypermobility. So I'm very hypermobile. And that can cause issues on its own because your joints are so lax, you can hurt yourself by accident. You don't even know you're like dislocating things maybe because like It's not supposed to go that far. It's not. So that was probably a little bit disturbing for some people, the elbow. But yeah, this is a good test. A lot of people can't do that. But that's my hair tie. But it's hard to breathe. I'm talking a lot. Okay, probably. But so then he told me that I didn't have fibromyalgia. I was just hypermobile and had arthralgia, which from what I understand, because this guy explained nothing to us, is that your joints have a lot of pain, but it's like arthritis, except there's no swelling of the joints. So that's how it was, that's kind of how I explain it, because I don't really know. But that's what he diagnosed me with. I think I was 17 or 18 at the time. I must have been under 18 because he was still a pediatric rheumatologist. But recently, so actually yesterday, I had my second appointment with an adult rheumatologist, which I was very excited for. She ran a lot of tests, she took x-rays, it was very efficient, very great, wonderful experience. But yesterday was my follow-up appointment. And she doesn't think that I have fibromyalgia. She thinks I have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Ehlers-Danlos? I don't know how to say it. But EDS, for short. I had heard about it. It was on my radar. I watch a lot of people who are chronically ill. And a lot of people have this syndrome. It's a genetic disorder. I have not gone to a geneticist yet, but I figured what's a better time to start filming, because for years I thought about doing it because I had fibromyalgia, so young, not really, but anyways, I was really young and I was really sick, and I felt very, very alone in that because I didn't know anybody else, and everybody I did find was much older than I was. They're all, when I was young, they were all in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and I was just like, they're like years apart. There's no one my age. I feel so alone and isolated. But now that I'm older, I'm sure there are people. And I found some of those people online, on the internet, and I haven't talked with them yet. I plan to reach out because I'm going through this journey right now. And I want to know what their journey was like. Like, I want to communicate, basically. So I might do that. But I'm hoping that I can maybe help someone like me who was sick very young and feels alone, because I felt so alone, and I still feel very alone. I'm 19 and I'm not able to do the things I want to do. I want independence. I want to go outside. I want to go to my job, which I love, but I can't a lot of the time because I'm so sick. If I go out and I just go to work, which my part-time job is very, very lenient and flexible and very easy to do, and I love it. I love my job. I can't go to it today because I am so tired and I feel so sick, and I'm very discouraged too, so like there's an emotional aspect, and when I'm more emotional, I tend to feel worse too. It flares up the symptoms a little bit more. But I know if I go today, I'm very concerned I will not be safe on my way home, because I have these crashes where after I go out to work or to have fun, I come back home and I have to sleep for a very long time, or I have to rest, and there's some kind of plane. I don't know what's happening out there. Plane, car, something. But I have these crashes and I don't do well at all, so it's not easy, and I'm worried. very tired from sitting here. I've just been sitting here. My bed is like 2 feet away. It's not even 2 feet away. It's like a foot from my knees. So, it's right behind you guys. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like I'm slowly slouching more and, like, not able to hold myself up as well. This morning I looked like absolute garbage, so I rested before doing this. So I could pretend I was, like, kind of with it and kind of okay. But now that I'm seeing myself again, I look not great anymore. But I never looked great, so. But I've been sick for a long time. And we're only just figuring it out. So why not record this adventure? See what it's like. Document what I'm going through as I'm finally finding a diagnosis. So, if anyone who's like me finds this video, maybe it can help them figure out what might be wrong with them, or maybe not, but maybe it just makes them feel less alone. And I know I would have liked that when I was younger and I couldn't find anyone like me. Everyone I did find, because, like, again, I had the wrong thing I was looking for. Everyone with fibromyalgia, which fibromyalgia was much older than me. But people with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, a lot of people are around my age. So, I'm feeling less alone right now. But even still, even if you don't have whatever I may or may not have, I don't think that means that we can't be friends, or we can't share experiences, or be in a similar position of, like, pain and suffering, but trying to live a normal, happy life with dorky, adorable kitties. He hates me. Oh, but I know you love me. He loves kisses, but I think connection and communication is the best, and I think that's what holds society together. And if I could have had that about how I felt when I was younger, I think I would feel a lot. I think that would have helped me a lot. But this video is getting really long, and it doesn't need to be this long. This is just my intro. So, welcome to whatever this is. I'm your host, the chronically sick person. So, yeah. It was great to meet you. By the way, my name is Serena. Over and out.